Hey everyone, it's Trevor here with another Daclus quality review. This is part of my New Year's resolution to see every movie that comes out in my theater and give a quick little review while sitting in my car on my phone. So today I went and saw Keanu. Now, I've been waiting for this one for a while since I saw the trailer, and I've been just really looking forward to this. What this movie is it's the first movie from Keegan Michael Key and Jordan Peele. They've been in other movies, but this is their movie, their first sort of. They wrote it, and it's yeah. And they're comedians. They've done. I think for what I first know them from originally is they were on Mad TV for separately. They weren't there on the same time at the same time, but then they did the show called Key and Peele. If you haven't seen it, go see it because it's hysterical. And the show ended after 3 seasons, I believe 3 seasons, and I think they said they're going to do other things, and I think this is their other thing is making movies. So anyway, Keanu is about two cousins. One of them is broken up with by by his girlfriend, and so he's depressed. But then a kitten shows up at a door, which he names Keanu and falls in love with. But after a brief amount of time, the cat gets when the two cousins are out, they're seeing a movie. They come back to find his house has been burgled, and the Keanu, the cat, is missing. And so they go out to find it, and they have to pretend that they are gangsters because the gangsters have the cat. Um, and it's hysterical. I love this movie. I've been waiting for a long time. It did not disappoint. There was some slight worry going in terms of it's a transition from them doing sketch comedy to movies, and would it just come across more like a bunch of different sketches or all this type of stuff, but it really does not. It's very different, but it's great. It's a great movie. I mean, it tells a great story. Like it's a complete story. It makes sense. Um, all the characters are great. You really feel the characters, even some of the smaller characters we don't see as much of. You kind of get an idea of who these characters are, even if they don't get a great amount of screen time or dialogue or anything like that. Each character feels like an actual character and is just fun. It's funny. There's some you care about the main characters for sure, and you care about some of the other characters as well. I think they did a fantastic job with this movie. It's also something you don't see. I mean, in terms of a comedy, a lot of these sort of more generic comedies get turned out, and I've talked about a few of them, and that's I haven't really been a huge fan of a lot of these comedies that have come out. At least this year, this is definitely the best of the year, and the best that I've probably seen in a while that I can think of. I liked Sisters, but I I don't know. This might be better. I'd have to watch Sisters again. It's been a while. But either way, this is just so much fun. Keegan Michael Key and Jordan Peele. Even though I loved their show, which you should go watch. Um, I think I wasn't particularly happy that the show was over. But if this is what they're doing, I'm all for it because this was fantastic. It was just a fantastic experience. I hope they can churn out more things that are different. They're not cookie cutter and they're not sort of yeah, we've seen something like this. I mean, it has certain elements that are sort of like things you see, but they change them up a little bit. And the whole story that they have to get their cat, and it's hysterical. Everything they do with the cat, they love the cat. I mean, it's a cute little kitten, and the kitten is great. I mean, I don't know how many shots it would take to do all this, but I think I heard somewhere they have like 17 kittens they had to use based on like what the kitten had to do in each scene and stuff. So you have a happier kitten, a sad kitten, all this type of stuff because okay, this kitten needs to show this personality. So you have a kitten like that just does that. So it's hysterical. Everyone in it is great. I love the characters. It's just so much fun. I cannot recommend this movie enough. You should go see this movie. If you were considering or not. I also recommend the show. Maybe even before there is at least one. I may have missed the other ones, but there are some in jokes from the show They're little things, you don't need to see the show, but it was great seeing them and going, oh yeah, and it was just sort of a nice nod to the show and really funny. And I was laughing this basically the entire movie is hysterical, but then it's also has some serious moments. It has the action is actually really good. There's not an incredible amount of it. Um, it's mostly a comedy, and the main characters aren't incredibly actiony, but they do some action stuff. There's some action bits, and they're good. I mean, especially for a movie like this where it's a comedy, that's pretty good action. That's very good action. I very much enjoyed this movie a lot. I cannot wait for another Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele movie. Key and Peele movie. They are fantastic. I mean, right now they're at the top of the list of any comedy thing they're doing. I have to see that. They're up there. I mean, you have Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are up there as well. These duos, it's those main duos just do really well, and so I'm gonna see anything that these two put out, because after that, Keanu is a must see. I love this movie. I'm probably gonna have to see it again because this was just it's so great. Um, man, and the George Michael. There's a lot of George Michael, which is fun. Oh goodness, I kind of want to see it again like right now, but I won't. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Other movies coming out this week. You have Mother's Day, Ratchet and Clank, and a Hologram for a King, I believe, is out. I didn't know it was coming out. Probably got a limited release earlier in the year, and then it came out in my theater just now, and so I didn't wasn't entirely prepared for it. But I may wait to see Mother's Day, because I might just go with my mother on Mother's Day. So I might save that for next week, because Civil War is the only thing coming out next week, I believe. So there you go. I got Civil War I can see earlier in the week, or yeah, both before and after Mother's Day. I'll probably see it more than once. And then I'll see probably Mother's Day on Mother's Day. So you might have to wait a little while to see that. But I don't know if anyone's really using my things as reasons, these reviews as should I go see this movie or not. But yeah, I don't know if you want to see Mother's Day too much. It doesn't look very good to me. My mom will probably like it. She likes those. If you like those, they did Valentine's Day and I think New Year's Eve or something. These holiday ones that they came out with, they're just sort of, they're hokey and sort of generic, meh, lighthearted. It's not my type of comedy or anything, but I think my mom likes it, so I'll probably take her and we'll go see that on Mother's Day. So thank you everyone for watching. Check out more of the videos here that I do, more of these Daclus quality reviews. You can also check out here and subscribe for more. We also do trailer reactions for all the geeky trailers that come out. It's mostly comic book movie stuff. That's the big thing. Uh, Blockbusters, they're the big thing right now, as well as we like my friends that do it with me, we like comic books and comic book movies. That's our big thing. We also have a podcast called Geek Wars Podcast where we talk about all the geek news, again mostly comic book movie news, of each week. So find that on your favorite podcatcher, iTunes or the sort. You can also follow us on Twitter at Geek Wars Podcast, and you can follow me on Twitter at Daclus. The spelling of that is in the title of the video, Daclus. Thank you everyone for watching. Go see Keanu. It's amazing. And goodbye.